This week in our series, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, we'll meet people who've been through cosmetic surgery, and we'll also show you the very latest techniques for improving the way you look. Today, laser surgery. How does it work? How well does it work? How long does it last? Dr. Deborah Sarnoff is the author of a new book called Beauty and the Beam. Great title. Specializes in cosmetic and dermatologic surgery, and she joins us this morning. And I have nothing against cosmetic surgery. Do it early, do it often, whatever. But I was always a little worried about this laser stuff because I've seen those horror stories of women who've literally been scarred for life and end up red and splotched. And am I not looking at the current state of affair?
In the book, Beauty and the Beam, I address an entire chapter, Lisa, on how to stay safe, how to find the right doctor, how to find the right facility. And those things that you're referring to should never have happened. And I think it is possible for a person out there who desires rejuvenation to stay safe and to go, some thought should go into who they choose.
Because a lot of people had started this laser stuff, you know, they found it to be a very profitable part of their practice. They were picking up lasers without the proper training.
Exactly, exactly. And I think today it's very important to find out if your doctor is board certified, and you probably want to know in what. It should make sense to you. Is it dermatology? Is it plastic surgery? Someone that's going to apply a beam of light to the skin on your face. It should make sense that that's the area that they know best and that they have a lot of experience in laser surgery.
That's a very delicate area of your body, the face, the skin on your face. How safe is it, and what sort of results can you expect?
I think in the proper hands, someone that's been adequately trained with a lot of experience, it can be very, very safe. And I think it's definitely a safer alternative to some of the previous ways, such as deep chemical peels, where we couldn't control.
How is that working? We're looking at pictures now. What is exactly what's happening?
Well, right now you're kind of looking at a beam of light coming out. It's a CO2 ultra pulsed laser, and that beam of light is interacting with the skin, and it's being soaked up by the water, which is a great part of our tissue. Most of our skin is made up of water, and so the water acts as the draw on the beam of light, and that beam of light is converted to energy, and it kind of thermally contracts the skin, and then the person has to go home and heal. And part of it is actually in the healing process that we see a tightening and a smoothing of the wrinkles.
So was that considered a laser peel?
That would be considered a laser peel or laser resurfacing.
So let's look at a before and after and take a look at the results that we found for this woman. Okay, she had wrinkles around her mouth, her eyes. Oh my goodness.
Makes a big difference. You see, traditional facelift can take care of jowls and sort of a turkey gobbler neck, but it can't do very much at all for the lines around the mouth and the crow's feet, and that's where laser has the most benefit.
How much does that cost to get rid of?
For a full face, approximately $5,000.
Wow, and how long does it take you to heal?
Takes about 10 days before you can go ahead and put on your makeup.
And in that time, you look really red and scary, right? I mean, there's that very raw
I don't know about the
period.
scary part, but
I mean, I've talked to some people who say they weren't really prepared for how they'd look, and their advice is don't look.
You need to really take a weekend, a week, and a weekend to yourself, where you don't have to be back at work, and then you can go back to work in makeup in about 10 days.
Eyes, that's one of the areas that a lot of women want to address first, because you smile a lot, you laugh a lot, you cry a lot, whatever, your eyes tend to show your age sooner than other places on your face. People used to get eye lifts surgically. How do you do it with the laser?
Well, the laser has some advantages over the scalpel. Ooh. The procedure is similar, but when you use the beam of light to actually make the incision as opposed to a scalpel, you're going to have less swelling, less bruising, and probably overall a quicker recovery. There's also modern ways today where we no longer make an incision on the outside of the skin in the lower lid, but we simply go on the inside so that you don't get that outside incision.
Let me see this again. So this is so right underneath. She had just normal, I mean, to me that doesn't look bad, to tell you the truth. Now she's got Cher's eyes. I mean, this is like, but it doesn't, the nice thing is that unlike regular eye lifts, it's not that tightening. I mean, it just sort of smoothed everything away.
You can smooth the little crow's feet and the little crinkles on the lower lid with the beam of light.
And that costs $3,000 to $6,000. Lasers are being used for spider veins. I want to take a look at that. The technology to address those horrible varicose veins has always been a little bit, I don't know, backwards. They would drag something through it. They would inject you with salt water. Now you can actually use lasers. And I mean, for those of us who have that in our family. What is it you do? You zap them with the laser?
Yes, you have to have the right beam of light. You need the right laser. See, there are many, many lasers today, about 20 different lasers that can be used in cosmetic surgery. So you need the correct beam of light, and you have to have the little spider veins. We really can't use laser for the very big varicose veins, but for those annoying little spider veins, there's nothing like a beam of light going through the skin, which doesn't burn the overlying skin. The overlying skin is really untouched, and it just passes through and it zaps the vessel that we don't like.
On the nose too, people use that. You know, we get these little tiny broken capillaries all through here. I get them anyway here, and I've had them zapped before. Oh no, but I didn't look like that. But people have these little tiny things, and they zap those.
That's the kind of procedure that really can be done. When we talk about lunchtime procedures,
that's right.
That's the typical type of laser procedure that really could be done.
And age spots as well.
Exactly.
Doctor, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The book is called Beauty and the Beam. Good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.